For Parshas Shmini, I'm going to turn to one of my favorite columnists, Rav Chaim Yosef Kaufman, Zatzal, who for many, many, many years had in the past and continues to write for Rav Hoffman's Torah Tavlin. And he has an interesting, very interesting take on Parshas Shmini, one which one would never have come to by oneself. And it's about the pasuk about the animals, the kosher animals, the non-kosher animals. The pasuk he uses to use as his focus is as hagomo kimal agerohu uparsa inena mafris tamehu lachem. He makes an interesting observation that most animals don't have any simanim of kashrus. 4 animals, of all the animals in the world, only 4 animals have one kosher sign or are lacking another one. Chazal tell us why the Torah stresses that they have only one kosher sign. It's a lesson for us. It's a lesson in chinuch. One must first note a positive aspect before criticizing a negative attribute. When a father must punish a child for misbehavior, he should not immediately criticize the child. He should first mention some of the good things that he does and then present the problem. This is a lesson we can learn from the way the Torah describes all the non-kosher animals, the 4 animals that have only one siman. In each case, the Torah first presents the positive aspect of the gomo by specifying that it's malagera, it chews its cud, and then describes that it's not kosher because its hooves are not split completely. The chazir, the opposite is true. It mentions that the hooves are split, but it's not a malagera, so it's not kosher because it's not a malagera. Rabbi Avraham Pam Zatzal recalls a very great story. A prominent Rav, the father of one of his Talmidim, was told that despite his son's intellect, which he was significantly endowed, he wasn't doing as well as he could. Upon hearing this, the father asked to call in his son to discuss it together. Rav Pam immediately regretted agreeing to that, nervously awaiting the man's reaction. When the boy arrived, his father called him over and said to him, "Your Rebbe just told me how well you're doing, but if you try harder, you will be an excellent student." The boy's face lit up. After this meeting, there was a marked improvement. He developed into an excellent student. Had the father sharply criticized the boy in front of the Rebbe, would have served no useful purpose. Very little would have been accomplished. The father's wise approach built up his self-esteem and made the Rebbe appear well, at the same time communicating the need for improvement. This is a very important and proper method of good criticism. It is an art that can be learned and can be applied. Harsh criticism almost never works, and it sometimes causes just the opposite. When criticism is given in a positive way, it can be a means of great improvement in midos and avodas Hashem and everything. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us the schus to always consider everyone else's feelings while criticizing that which has to be done, just as the Torah first presents a positive aspect before a negative. A wise lesson for each and every one of us in all aspects of our lives, whether it's our kids, our colleagues, co-workers, spouses, and all of our relatives. Have a wonderful Shabbos.